Hi everybody, Coach Susan here with Big on Results Coaching. I help people that are in transition or stuck to live a life of joy and prosperity. And I'm here for your Manifestation Monday video on the topic of take back. Have you ever done something and you thought, wish I could take that back? That person didn't deserve what I did. Didn't recognize me, didn't appreciate me. I wish that I hadn't given. Wish I could just take that back that I gave them. Did you know that you can? So we're in situations where we are being the giver, and maybe we are being the overgiver, and the person that is the recipient doesn't receive it, or doesn't acknowledge it, or does not recognize the love in which it was given, then you can take it back. Everything is about reciprocation. We have things on an energetic level, and then we need them to mirror that and to match that. So once there is that mirroring and that matching of that energy, then everything's great. Because when you give to a giver always gives back, right? So that's what we're looking for in life. But frequently enough, we'll experience certain situations where somebody's doing something and we're like, oh my God, now I have to reciprocate because I feel obligated because they are expecting this because they did this nice thing for me. Did you know you can say no? So you need to take back, pull back your energy. Everything that we do should be on an energetic basis. So when you do something, that should come back to you in that equal format. So you could decide, well, hey, you know what? I'm going to give this of somebody. I'm going to give my time, or I'm going to give them my knowledge, or I'm going to give them an item. Well, that reciprocation should be occurring back to you. However, it doesn't need to be like for like, meaning that I gave this person my time, they need to give me their time. But it actually could be a part of bartering. I did this for this person, then they returned it on the same energy level, and they gave me this. We can't always get like for like on a certain thing, and we don't really need to. But what we do need to do is to recognize what our value is and to take back what it is that we are giving that is not appreciated. When you give to a giver always gives back. It doesn't matter which way that it comes. It just matters the energy level, that vibrational element. So when you do something in love and you're giving something to somebody and you're like, oh, here, look. I'm doing this for you. This is out of love. This is out of love. Then it needs to come back to you in that manner, in that vibrational measurement of love. So when you're here and somebody does something and they're down here, then you don't quite recognize it and it's not a match. Sometimes we get used and other people will do certain things merely for just to manipulate and get something from you. So don't be deceived in today's society that that's occurring. People will do something intentionally because they want something from you, but maybe you don't recognize it at that moment, and that they're giving you like, whoa, look at that person there. They were giving to me. They gave me this. They did this. And then you'll wait for it. And a couple of days will pass, and then they're asking something of you, and you're like, whoa, this doesn't feel right. And then you go ahead and do it out of obligation. But your intuition told you something's not right here. But you didn't realize that you were being duped. Didn't realize that you were being used or manipulated or something of that nature. So look back in your past and recognize when those things have happened and decide that you're not going to do it. Just because somebody did something for you doesn't mean that you need to do it back, especially if there's deception involved. So when we give and we give with a pure heart, we're doing it to be kind and being generous. So we should seek out those individuals that need it most. Why are we wasting time on doing things for other individuals that don't appreciate it, that don't recognize the value and don't recognize the value of us? Everyone wants to be acknowledged for the efforts and for our skill set of what it is that we are doing. So we want that to be mirrored and to be emulated. But moreover, we want to have that to come back to us on the vibration in which it was sent out. So if you do something with consideration and caring, you want to get that back. We don't do things with intention. Well, hey, let me decide here. I'm going to do this because I want something back. Yeah. No, wrong motive. Do it with a pure heart. Do things with no expectations of anything in return. But I guarantee you, when you do something for somebody else, they will mirror that back if they also likewise have a pure heart, right? So seek out those individuals. And sometimes you'd be like, well, this person's a complete stranger. I'm going to go do something really nice for them, and they don't have the means to help me or to do something back. Guess what? The universe knows. And it's going to come back to you in the way of karma, positive karma, maybe from another stranger. So continue to do things, but take back your energy for those that are not worthy of it. So frequently people are like, oh my gosh, I did this for this person and then they did this, or they manipulated me, and oh my God, this person drives me nuts. Stay away from them. You do not need those type of spiritual vampires sucking out your energy and those things that you have to give on it for another person. Seek out the people that need what you have to give. And there's nothing wrong with reevaluating. This person in my life, they don't reciprocate. This person in my life, I do this and this, and then they don't reciprocate. I just get completely frustrated. Then stop. Stop. You don't need to continue. Take back your energy. Take back that. Now, in some situations, that person would be like, whoa, I didn't realize that, or this was going on in my life at that time. I didn't really have the ability to reciprocate, but now I do. And so guess what? Then it takes off again. And then you can give and then see what you get back. Again, we're doing things with a pure heart, but we're evaluating what it is that we're doing and make sure that that person cares enough to reciprocate. Sometimes we think, well, you know what? I did this 1, 2, 3 times, and they never even notice. They never pull back your energy. Pull it back. Pull back. Take back. And there's nothing wrong with keeping your energy for yourself. Sometimes we have all this energy, we have whatever we have, our skills, we have our resources, we have a lot of things, we have lots of knowledge, and then we're like, whoa, I want to help somebody, but I really don't know of anybody to help. Then keep it for yourself. We don't always need to be doing something for another person, because sometimes when we do something for another person, then we are getting depleted. So sometimes we have to keep our reservoirs full so that we have something to give. So if you give all of your resources and you give all that you have, then you're depleted, then you're frustrated, then you can't sleep, and then you're stressed out, and then it occupies your mind. So at the end of the day, when you're done with your day and you're getting ready to mellow out and calm down and to be able to be in sleep mode, you need to be able to have that clarity in your mind. So the thoughts in your mind should be how wonderful day you had, the interactions that you had, and then you're just decompressing with all of these experiences that you had during the day. Now, it should not be like, oh my God, that person drives me nuts. Or you going to bed where you're so frustrated because you had an interaction with somebody and all they're doing is sucking the life out of you. Take back your energy. So we think that, well, you know what? I have to deal with this person. I have to deal with that person. How can I take back my energy? You can. Even if you're in a work environment, you do what you need to do, but doesn't mean that you need to fall victim on somebody take. There's a thing called boundaries. So when people cross the boundary and they're crossing over and you're like, whoa, stay over there. You can't do that. Doesn't mean that just because somebody's coming forward to you that you need to come and give them something of you or your time or your resources. Now, we always want to be helpful and we always want to be loving, but we don't need to always give all we have. At the end of the day, we should have that clear mind. We should have a smile on our face and be happy, not have our mind so occupied with this person did this person did me wrong here, this person's a taker, this person took this from me, this person drives me nuts, no. Your day should be like, wow, I was super effective. I did an amazing job. And oh my gosh, great thing happened. This person over here, they did like this amazing thing for me. And I'm so stoked about it. This is like really cool that they did this. That's how your day should be. That's how every day should be. Every single day. But when we allow somebody to cross that boundary line and then they're imposing something else on us and we allow that to happen, whose fault is that? Yours? Theirs? Whose? So recognize things for what they are. You do not have to give everything that you have. You actually can keep it for yourself. But recognize that other people can be takers. And there's nothing wrong with calling somebody on the carpet. Wait a minute. Didn't I just do something for you? And you didn't really do it for me. So if somebody doesn't share your energy, then don't give it again. Now, if they all of a sudden start being a giver back to you, then go ahead and reciprocate that. And that's great. Sometimes people just don't have the capability at a particular time just to do certain things, and that's okay. Because sometimes people are going through crazy things, and they just don't have it in them. So we'll create and have an allowance for that. We'll allow them to have that time to where they can deal with what they're dealing with it. So we don't want to be grumpy pants. Well, I did this and you didn't do anything, so no, we don't want to do that. We want to have a pure heart. We want to give. But take back from the people that are sucking you dry. Take back from those people that are using you, because maybe they're lazy and they don't want to do this for themselves, or maybe they think that you're their slave, or that you are their servant, or that you just need to do it. Sometimes we have this falsity where we think, well, you know, if I don't do it, it won't get done, so here I go. But you're robbing them of the opportunity to rise up to the occasion, to grow and to expand and to be a better person. So don't do that. Take back your energy. Take back that situation. It's your knowledge. It's your time. If you are not being appreciated for the things that you do and gratitude is not being shown to you, then that's a sign. Take back. I'm Coach Susan with Big on Results Coaching, and I want to help you if you need it. So please reach out to me, because it's important for us to have reciprocation. And it's important for us to recognize that we don't have to give what we have just because somebody wants it. Until next Monday.